A sharp rap is heard at a well-appointed office door.
Is that you, Winnie?
A young peer dressed impeccably in a three-piece suit looks up from her stamped papers with a puzzled look. It is Lady Winifred Wheatley Grainsworth. Mrs. Pemberton-Potts adopts a shy shuffle as she advances into the office. Her flowered hat bobs like a bouquet in transport. The demure folds of her lavender dress swish gently across the plush carpet.
Oh, yes, yes. I've had tea with your grandfather Atticus a time or two. He was quite kind to me in the matter of Sir Thomas's passing. How goes his research?
I really couldn't say. Now, why have you called upon me, madam? Gesturing for her to take a seat.
Mrs. Pemberton-Potts only recently returned from abroad. This concerns disturbing news from the docks in the last week or so, where I have heard, and then seen myself, evidence of a wild animal mauling several of the workers near the passenger vessel landings.
This is the first I've heard of such things. But why bring it to me? Something which could be more along the zookeeper's concerns. Mrs. Pemberton-Potts leans forward in her chair.
It is my understanding that you have a newly formed division within Scotland Yard that handles strange cases, shall we say, and from what I have seen, this could be something that aligns with that particular department.
She shoots Lady Winifred a sharp look.
I have reason to believe the creature that caused these attacks may return several nights from now, drawn to a specific place, the autumn masquerade of Madame Beaumont.
Now Lady Winifred looks at Mrs. Pemberton-Potts with incredulity. Now how could you possibly know that? Mrs. Pemberton-Potts smiles.
Because I invited them.
Welcome back. We are here for the Between Secrets in Lavender, episode 19. I believe we have some masks in order. So whomsoever would like to start. Just remember to read off the prompt when you narrate and then continue.
I think I just have to figure out what was the Collins. Oh, I found the Collins name. Okay, I'm fine. I can go, I think. Let me go and find the prompt and read it. Okay. Narrate a flashback to your young adulthood that shows when you first met the leader of the coven. Name them. I have to modify this a little because Mordecai was raised by the leader of the coven, but yeah. So let's see. I think we're in. We've seen this place before. This mansion, I think, where Mordecai or Gabriel grew up. This is apparently it's maybe his room because he is sitting on a chair. Everything is very well appointed. He's fiddling, I think, with with a gun, actually taking it apart and looking at it. When somebody comes in, it is Raphael Cooper, who you know is the leader of the coven. He does not knock. Apparently, the way Gabriel looks up, he did not expect that man to. He tries to stand. You can see that there is some sort of injury to one of his legs, and Raphael waves him down and says, stay seated, boy. You did very well for yourself out there. And Gabriel's like, yeah, well, the angels helped. And Raphael says, yes, your control over the angels is growing. This is very good. I think you are ready. You know that I have been training you and preparing you for the great work. And Gabriel nods. His face is like very tense and like expectant. And Raphael goes on, we, the people who raised you, who took you in, we are called the devout order of Saint Sylvester. We have, most of us do, have powers that some might consider unnatural. But I believe, and so do the others, that they are graces given to us from God. We are put upon this earth to hunt unnatural, supernatural creatures who harm humanity. It is your fate, your destiny, to eventually join. Are you ready to do this? And Gabriel, now he gets to his feet, won't be damned, and nods and says, yes, that's what you raised me for. I am very, are you the leader? And Raphael says, I have that grace. I'm the leader of the order, although the Holy Father in Rome is the ultimate authority. Follow me to the church so we may pray and introduce you. So you may pray and create you as our novice. And then we'll close the scene.
I think my mask is narrate a flashback to your most important memory together that shows your deep bond. I think we see a brief montage of the twins at about 14, 15 years old, both standing in front of a mirror. I'm imagining the shot as them sort of split screened facing each other, applying a sort of muddy brown pigment in elaborate patterns to their entire bodies in what would probably read as a series of arcane runes, although none that you would recognize. As the sun sets, and then they go out into the world and do what they do every day. Try to get by. Lie, cheat, and steal. Specifically today, they are picking pockets. Very specifically, they have a target in mind. A local landowner, the wealthiest man in their little hamlet. And they are, well, for all the preparation, it's not much of a plan. The plan is smash and grab. They are waylaying a carriage, stealing as much as they can carry, shoving it all into their pockets. Well, Isaac is shoving it all into his pockets. Acheron, for his part, is not taking anything. It's very strange. And a chase ensues. Somehow they manage to catch Isaac down a side street in a blind alley. And just as the sun sets, we can see that they swap places. Something glows. There's a sort of bright green flash on the horizon. And all the loot is gone. They must have made a mistake. Except that someone on the second story, Isaac, is loading everything he has into a cache they had pre-prepared. across town. It's a kind of magic that you can only do if you know exactly where you're going to be.
Scamps. Let's rewind a little bit and go back to the beginning of the evening where we see. Do you think? I think that Acheron had time to let Isaac know, hey, you have a suit to pick up, brother,
Mm-hmm.
and where to pick it up. But I think even before you have time to hail a cab, I think you're going to feel like it's nighttime and you see the moon like full up in the sky as you come outside to go to the cab stand. But I think even before you get there, you're going to feel you're being flanked by two individuals veiled in dark clothing, and one will whisper, or actually both of them will whisper alternatingly in your ears,
You must be Mr. Wright. You smell
The very
different.
same. Well, I can't be expected to go to a party unperfumed.
You are to pick up your suit at the shop. We are here to expedite.
Lead the way.
and they take you by the elbow. Each one will kind of like hook their arm in yours, and you take a few steps into the darkness, and before you know it, you come out on the other side, looking at the open door, which looks like a maw, of the shop, which isn't quite lit yet.
Smooth work, chaps. Really elegant stuff.
We are the Sindula sisters. We serve Madame Beaumont directly.
Well, I'm charmed to make your acquaintance.
Charmed, we are sure.
And they will direct you into the shop, and as if by magic, sconces will light up, and the dais in the back with the three mirrors is lit up, and the suit is actually hanging from a hook nearby. It gleams, and this is Isaac's first look at the suit itself. It gleams as if it's, a banked bonfire. Like it almost glows back there.
You can see there's a moment of hesitation. It's not what Isaac would have ordered. But it is an exquisite suit.
We need to make sure that it is fitted perfectly before you take it with you.
And there's the matter of payment to settle.
Absolutely.
And they will bring you up there, and they will, of course, ask you to change into it as they wait patiently.
Mm-hmm.
And they will handle the last minute fitting. And when you put it on, I mean, it's as your brother has thought. I mean, it feels like a second skin. It's like incredibly soft. It's like you're wearing nothing at all.
Exhilarating.
Yeah. And, you look in the mirror, and it's the veiled figures will actually lean in towards you, like, from behind you. And
it looks different somehow.
Check the mirror. It's fine. Looks fine to me.
And they
Of
both
course,
lean
someone
in.
else is wearing the suit in the
Yeah,
mirror,
exactly.
and it
They're
fits perfectly.
right, exactly. They're like, this is weird. And yeah, they're just, and then they'll look at each other from behind you, and then like, they're just kind of like giving each other signals, and they're talking to each other like, you see, it's correctly fitted, right? And it's like, yes, and they're like just very confused looking. Um, even behind the veils. But then they're just gonna, fix you up, and they're gonna ask,
Do you have a proper mask? This is the autumn masquerade, after all.
I I had plans, but I don't have one on my person. I'd be more than happy to view your selection.
May we ask what you were planning? And do you need to return to your house?
Well, no, that actually, there's a matter of some inconvenience here, mostly regarding payment. I had planned to, on my way to the shop, stop by a local pawnbroker
Ah,
to provide the funds for the suit, but I was intercepted and arrived quite a bit earlier than I would have expected.
they actually titter behind their veils.
well, that is on us, it seems.
Hmm. I'm more than happy to leave you if you'll accept with the items I had planned to pawn and the name of the man himself, so you could get a fair deal.
Um, we can make this a night move.
Okay.
So, what do you think will happen if you fail or lose your nerve as you try to like con the sisters?
I'm not trying to con them. I'm paying in the most liquid asset I have, stolen goods.
Basically, having them be your fence for you is essentially what you're trying to do.
Well, I was going to go to a real fence, as far as they know.
Right, right, right.
All right, let's do it.
But what do you
I
think?
think
Yeah.
this.
What do you think will happen if you fail or lose your
That's
nerve?
a good question. I mean, obviously I pay in blood,
Hmm.
but maybe literally actually just blood, but
Hmm. I
or skin? Who knows?
Pound of
Yeah.
flesh. Yes, pound of flesh. I think yeah, they're going to. They're going to make it in such a way that you're going to. Oh, I know.
I mean,
So
they could also lace some compulsory thread into the suit.
yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like they're going to give a signal somehow to Madame Beaumont that you still owe payment, and since you're wearing her suit, she's gonna take advantage of that. Boy, howdy, is she gonna take advantage of that when you're at the party?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that'll be what happens if you totally fail. So, yeah.
Let's
Presents.
make a roll.
Yeah, don't fail.
I think this is composure more than
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's fine. Composure. Don't hold
We take
steady.
those.
What is it? What'd you get?
I got a three, and a one. That's a seven.
Okay. I was gonna say. I'm like, what? Holy shit. Okay. All right. So tell me, like what you say to them and like what you give to them for this trade, essentially.
Um, I think I dropped both of my I think I dropped them my filigreed book of horoscopes and
Mm.
my pearl brooch. And you know what?
Mm.
For the added inconvenience, I'll give them my ornamental stiletto as well.
Ooh. Okay.
And I hope that's enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. And I think as you present these goods, they're going to they're going to run very spindly fingers across each one of them, and you're very conscious of that. Um, Fingers that could just as easily,
Oh
pick
yeah.
your pocket, but also be quite dangerous.
I know
um,
better than to cross a seamstress.
yeah. So, as they do that, and then they will both look up at you and then come behind you quite quickly and run their fingers along your shoulders and say,
This should do for trade. Enough for payment. What is the name of the individual you are going to speak to?
Ah, fuck, shit. I need to come up with a name.
I mean, if you just narrate that you give them a
Yeah,
name, that's
if
fine.
I give them the name.
Yeah, name of the fence.
It's probably going to be Mrs. Pemberton-Potts when I get there, but who knows?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. And then they'll
We will go to this person and make our bargains. And let Madame Beaumont know that payment has been met.
Of course.
But how do you feel about this? I mean, they've been quite close, and this was quite close, quite a close call.
That's the life.
Yeah. So that is Isaac's condition. That's the life.
All right.
They will say that, this will do for the suit. If you would want one of her custom masks, then that will require much more payment, which you may or may
I'll
not
make
have.
do.
Yes. So, but yeah. So they will bring you actually to um, with them to the ballroom. Actually, it's almost like you're stepping through the darkness, and then you're find yourself almost immediately in front of the ballroom itself, like very lit up, candelabra, like lanterns, everything, like outside and inside, and you see all of the people like in different types of costumes and such. Um, there's an immense throng here. You don't know what other people have dressed as because maybe you left before they came down, but wanted each of you take a minute to describe what your costumes look like, so at least Isaac will at least like maybe be able to see what you look like, and he can decide whether he wants to um you know try to meet up with any of you like somewhere during the night. Time is funny, remember, we still have mean times like messed up here, so go ahead and describe your costumes.
And start, because that might be the least recognizable costume. Mordecai is wearing a Mordecai is wearing a suit, a very modern and up to fashionable standards kind of suit, very well tailored to him specifically. He also wears a mask, a Venetian mask. His face is painted, and he's paper white skin, is not painted, but there is a skeletal look to the bottom half of the face and probably also the eyes. The color of the suit, though, that depends when you see him. If he's in shadows, the suit looks a very light gray, almost white, shining in the darkness. You cannot miss that. But if it's light, you realize, no, wait a minute, this is a very dark gray, almost black suit. You cannot miss it, no matter where he stands. The only thing that is constant, the mask also changes colors or your perception of color. The only thing that stays the same are the red dots on the mask, like little drops of blood.
Ellie is the most American-looking thing that ever was. Red and white striped skirt, blue bodice spangled with silver stars, white powdered hair back in a braid tied with a black satin bow, black tricorn hat with a patriotic ribbon cockade, and on her hip a truly absurd, oversized gilt pasteboard pistol. And a blue domino mask.
Felix this evening is wearing white silks in a Grecian style, wielding a spear and wielding a spear and a marble shield styled with a Medusa and a porcelain white helmet in the style of Athena, and also with a porcelain half mask.
Okay.
And I'm just so you know what the the mastermind's wearing, as well as her entourage. Mastermind is wearing Queen of Hearts type of getup, complete with little crown, but heart-shaped ruff, and a heart-shaped topped scepter, and in red and black, and her Secretary Laurel and Dr. Holzer are wearing essentially like pirate gear, and Maglasang is wearing an elven hunter's costume to kind of match with Nora, who is surreptitiously in a like fairy-like costume, and Lansing was dressed as a very high gentleman, English gentleman of a different period. So yeah, everybody's kind of scattered to the four winds at the moment, and dealing with their own shit. So does Isaac want to go case the place, or does he want to
Of
try
course.
to? Okay, so
Need to keep an eye on the exits.
So yeah, during the night, Felix has created a gambling den. Mordecai has met up with the person who he let escape from the coven, the only surviving member of the coven, and Ellie is dealing with shit. The American friends have come to, yeah.
Cool. I have no idea who those people
No,
are.
you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. Although maybe your brother has communicated with you. I don't know. But yeah. And none of them have seen you since during the daytime when you and Nora answered the door. So, or when Acheron and Nora answered the door. Yeah, that's it. But yeah.
Just to answer the mask question for anyone curious, Felix has taken one of the silk handkerchiefs that he pilfered in a complimentary red and surreptitiously cut eye holes and is wearing it as a mask.
Nice.
Very Scarlet Pimpernel. All right.
Of course.
Absolutely. Oh, beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. All right. But yeah. So if you want to take a one move about the place before we get to the the climax of last session, totally could get to that. Yeah. There's dancing in the middle. Like I said, Felix has developed a gambling den in one room of the ballroom space somewhere. And yeah, people are out and about. What would you like to do?
It's all right. Just
No, reading the chat, it's like,
Yeah.
God dang it! Well, stop it.
all right. What is our goal here? I did miss. What are we? We've
Hargrave
been
House.
invited.
Yes, Hargrave House was invited a few days ago to the autumn masquerade. This is Madame Beaumont's display of her new fashions that she has.
Yes, of course, of course.
Yes. Serapio has actually been hired on as a helper
Mhm.
to just to move things in place. Like, he's been helping out in this location as well as maybe like up top in the shop a little bit.
Mm.
But yeah.
What? Mordecai is covering the Americans, which is what I was gonna do. So I think I will attempt to greet our hostess.
I mean, by this point, I don't know whether Felix has moved away or if he's like kind of still hanging out with her or what have you. But you can't miss her. I mean, like, she's basically in that very resplendent costume of, pardon, iridescent black with threads running through it that kind of give the impression of like, silvery spider webs. And her mask is, as I said, like a 3D kind of concoction of like stranded spider webs with dewdrops hanging off of them. So
We'll say that Felix has gone his merry way. I bantered with the threat and the mastermind in the same conversation, and I don't want to push my luck yet. Again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mrs. Pemberton-Potts has also moved away, as she's seen other acquaintances maybe that she believes that she knows. So you see her little crown and her little scepter bobbing away as well. So yes, the hostess, Madame Beaumont, is currently free and looking about the room. Are you continuing to head over to her, Isaac?
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Good evening, madam.
Oh, Mr. Wright, I see that you've picked up your suit. I thought you had a mask you were going to coordinate with.
There was some. There were some adversities in my nighttime schedule. That's why I've arrived so very fashionably late.
I do apologize. Were my assistants rather
Perfectly cordial.
ah
I've never had a smoother travel through Shadow than I did with them.
wonderful to hear. I know they have certain methods that may be jarring for those not familiar with such things.
Of course. But no, it is exquisite work, and I thought it only proper that I greet the hostess as I arrived, to make apologies for my tardiness.
Oh no. As you can see, the festivities have only just begun. And her mask like kind of turns to survey surroundings, and there's almost like not a frenzy, but there's a tension. There's a tension in the air around, and whether you sense it or not is up to you, but she seems rather pleased with what's going on.
Any delights or amusements I can ask you to recommend?
Well, it seems that your colleague, Mr. Ocasio, has formed a amusement of his own in another room.
I'm not much of a gambler.
you would be one of the few. And I believe that another one of your colleagues has enjoyed a dance or two on the floor. The one that is so, shall we say, obviously dressed as a proud countrywoman.
We must forgive our neighbors across the pond for their proclivities.
I believe it is wonderful to have a point of pride.
You're no stranger to pride. And with good reason. But I do think I could fancy a turn about the dance floor or two.
Could you?
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, if that is something that you do want to do, I mean, you totally can with her. I mean, like, she seems like
Of course.
she's willing.
Of course.
She's kind of like looking at you like, okay, this is fun, but why? So
Maybe I saw somebody amassing outside of the event.
so yeah. If you want to, like, are you doing this to get some information, or are you doing this to distract? What are you doing this for?
I am trying. All right, I'm going to take a liberty here. We know Torchwood's gonna show up. Also, do they have a real name? I keep calling them
No,
Torchwood.
they're just like a special division right now. I forget if we did name them something.
They haven't done anything notable of like giving themselves a name yet. Right now,
we
they're
need
just
an
a part
anagram of Hargrave.
There's gonna be a there's gonna be something soon that may put their name on the map. We're not sure yet. We'll see.
Oh gosh, I hope so.
We'll see.
So my goal here is to distract Madame Beaumont, and more importantly, keep her in view of at least one mirror while I wait for shit to go down.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think you're aware that there's like, to make the space look larger. I mean, like, there are some beautiful reflective spaces here, and it's just like the lights are just bouncing off of them, and then the wax, of course, is probably dripping on everybody, but who cares? That's just the general hazard of the place. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, night move to make sure she's distracted. Sure.
You got it.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say that this is also composure.
yeah, you're daring a lot, like dancing with the threat, I tell you. Okay. You have now a condition on you, so this is definitely disadvantage unless you're gonna pull something.
So 3d6.
3d6, take the two lowest, unless you have something in your personal quarters you can use to negate it and make it a straight roll.
I can mark my compact, can't I?
Yeah, you should be able to. I think that's part of your move, right? I mean, you can
Yes.
mark that as part of your move with no penalty. So go ahead and use that, and that makes it a straight roll, so 2d6 plus your composure.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
Oh shit!
Which dice is my enemy?
I forgot to ask about your God damn it, the failure part. Shit. Okay, so
Well, obviously the failure is I'm not the one holding her here. She's the one holding me here.
Yuppers. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Is this the first time that you've used witch dice? No.
No, I've used it in an earlier session, but
goddamn, you wish you hadn't.
This is a problem I have with most online dice rollers. I don't think any of them are actually random enough.
Well, I don't know. I think my belief is that witch dice does reward you if you take big swings, but
well, what am I doing if not taking a big swing?
I don't know. you're relying on your good-natured charm, I suppose, and it doesn't think it's a big enough swing for that. So
Fine.
anyway, I think what's happening is that as you're taking her on the dance floor, right, and then you're trying to distract her from all the other stuff that's going on, she's smiling at you, and I think you realize that her smile is getting more feral as you dance. And those eyes behind her mask are starting to glow red. And she says, as she leans in, "I know what you're doing, Mr. Wright. And while this is incredibly amusing, I don't think you're going to get the effect that you really want." And then she's going to look into your eyes, and she's going to, because of the suit, I'm going to say that you're going to be infatuated with her. She's going to definitely put you underneath her spell, regardless, with the 6. Unless you want to pull on another mask to bump that up.
No. Nah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I can mark any Mask of the Future, yes?
Yeah, in any order. Mask of the Futures are anything.
Okay.
So
How does
and I also, out of character, want to call attention to the fact that I think because you've done 2 vulnerable moves so far, I think one of your moves, current moves, like actually has gone off, and you can start taking advantage of it. I think, like, you get ritual clues or whatever towards
sure.
towards your what have you. So, yeah, we can discuss that later. But just want to get you apprised of that. Yeah, do you want to use a mask? Did you want to use a mask, or do you want to keep it?
God, the Darkened Threshold is so good here. No, let's keep it. I wanna suffer a little bit.
Okay. So, yes, I mean, you are falling into her eyes, and you're basking in that red glow. And I think that's all you see, because she is engaging you and you're not engaging her. So anything that anybody else is doing, you're not paying any attention.
Oops.
She's got your scope right now. So that's a problem, because as we cut away, we're heading down towards the street level.
Oh boy.
Mordecai's watching from the window. Ellie, you are in your stealth position, enfolded in the beautiful wings of the angel. Yeah, Lansing has just turned to look as he's passed Taggart and Nate, and somehow Nate has sensed something, spotted something, what have you, and he, as Lansing turns to look back, Nate has started to draw his gun. What does anybody want to do in this moment?
I mean, nothing. If Lansing gets shot, that's not a problem. Although if Ellie wants to interfere, I probably have to do something. I'm keeping my eye out. But other than that, let's see what Lansing's doing. It's gonna be fun. Anyway.
Ellie is hesitating. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying. Sorry.
I've been nice enough last time.
I was wondering when it was going to run out. Okay.
But remember, the dice liked it when you were nice. No, Ellie is hesitating. Possibly too long.
Really? Okay.
I mean, she's hoping that Nate's gonna talk first, and maybe things can be talked out between the two of them or something, and she'll step in if not. But
okay. That's the case, then I think, again, as Lansing turns, Nate pulls his sidearm and somehow already has it cocked and takes the shot.
oh god. Okay.
Yep. And I think it hits. do you want to do?
Yeah, Ellie's got to break cover at this point.
Mhm.
And
Night move, or
yeah.
something else.
Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take that golden opportunity. I had a whole plan for how I might use it, and Nate being even more trigger happy than I thought he might be. Um, I didn't use it when I could have, so
So the way it works is do something, and then you can either succeed on the roll as if it were a 10 plus, you can add an item and gain advantage on the roll, or you can ignore the consequences of a miss if death is on the line.
let's see.
Who's death?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dagnabbit.
I love night phase.
Oh,
Sorry.
twisting the knife. Um,
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
oh no, I realized that. I set myself up for really horrible things here. Okay. So Lansing's been shot.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna have to dash out. Okay, okay. Sorry, this is just thinking this through. Yeah, I'm gonna dash out to try to simultaneously render aid and yell at Nate. Uh, um, so I'm trying to think what the role is gonna be.
I mean, the basic move itself would be a night move
Yeah.
because you have
Would
to
it
put your.
would it
Sorry, go
be
ahead.
with composure or vitality if you're going really fast to like
Yeah.
interpose yourself?
Vitality because you're trying to really pour on the speed, to try to, you know, uh, you know, get to Lansing.
If I invoke Golden Opportunity, can I be fast enough to throw him out of the way of the bullet?
I would I would agree with that. Do you agree with that, Mike? I mean,
Achieve something they believed impossible. So you are moving in that moment faster than a bullet. Faster than a speeding bullet.
God damn. Okay. So yeah, I mean, like that would be a night move, like with the golden opportunity and automatic 10.
All right.
You'd have to
And
tell me what it looks like.
Nate raises his pistol, fires. There is a blur of startlingly bright color that could not possibly have come out of that shadowed corner.
No.
And Lansing in his elegant costume is tackled to the cobbles, uh, with Ellie on top of him. Oh, there's gonna be fallout.
yeah, and the condition is cleared.
Yes.
So if you do have to take another consequence for whatever reason, there you go.
Yes, I have space now.
Yay.
Fallout during dawn. Ah! Okay. But you do push Lansing out of the way. You do, however, feel the bullet tear into your side. And Nate, you hear like Nate roar something because, I mean, like, even though you're moving fast, everything sounds really slow and blurred, like you're underwater. And you hear Nate roar something, but it gets lost in the roar of the bullet as it tears into your side. And maybe as you fall to the ground on top of Lansing and you possibly face Nate, who is looking at you with the smoking gun in his hand, I think he looks at you with an incredible look of hatred, but his eyes are glowing yellow. And just as he's looking like he's about to come to you or run to you, then you hear like the sound starts like, hitting back like normal, and then you hear, "Oi! Halt!" And then like, you hear like something from down the street, and Nate and Taggart.
I would like to trap Nate. I would like to trap Nate.
Sure.
He's staying here. Whatever is happening. He's
Yeah.
staying here, is not doing anything. Because I think I don't want him. Ellie said not to, kill him or whatever, or hurt him.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to hurt Ellie. So yeah, trap him. Hopefully somebody will get him then.
All right, so that's your right of salt and smoke, yeah?
Yes, it is indeed.
All right, and to address your comment in the chat. Even on a 10 plus, what she wanted to do was get Lansing out of the way. It said nothing about protecting herself against the bullet. So.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2d6 plus 2. Wait a minute, let me check my... I do not have any condition. Ooh. That's an 8.
All right.
So
you get a effect, but you also get a complication. Pick one of each.
Okay. Magic draws immediate unwanted attention. I mean, we also already have unwanted attention, so I feel that's a cop-out.
Pick a different one.
I think I'd like to take a condition. I don't have any yet, so that's fine.
All right. Ooh. Oh, this is great. Okay, so tell me what you're doing when you're trying to trap, and especially because you're a hunter, this sounds really cool. Tell me how this looks, and tell me what you're doing with Nate.
I think what I am doing is I have my entities, my funny little entities, weave kind of a net around him, a magic net that traps him and whatever he wants to do, especially around the hand that carries the gun. Because I don't want him to shoot. At least he can shoot, but he probably can't hit anything because he can move the hand.
Yeah.
And he can aim. That's what I mean.
But I mean, does it look like an actual net? Like it's like an entangling net around him?
Maybe, maybe. Maybe you can see these weirdly glowing strands around him. They might vanish into his body eventually, or sink into his body to just keep him trapped there.
Right.
But you will see, Ellie at least, or whoever is close by, will see these things, and Taggart, of course.
Right, but Taggart's running because he's like, as soon as he sees like somebody shot, like, Nate looking like, he's trapped by something ensorceling him. He's booking it. He's running away. He does not want to be associated with any of this shit.
What a despicable little coward.
Of course he is. Yes, for sure. So anyway, and then of course the shouts from down the street, and then you see from your vantage point, Mordecai, that it's Constable Short, and maybe a few, I should say Inspector Short, sorry, and some constables, assistant constables behind him.
Whatever they're doing here.
And he immediately goes towards his target, or whatever. He goes to Lansing, and starts to try to help him up from underneath Ellie. And then the two constables are... Would you say that the netting looks like it's keeping Nate immobilized?
I think they might have seen that, yes. I mean, like, Nate
Okay.
probably wants to move and can't. I don't think you see the net anymore. It's sunk
Okay.
into his body, but they would have seen it.
Okay.
That happened.
I think they're just kind of warily, just kind of going around him, and then, having their billy clubs, at the ready, just in case they have to do something to him. One of them tries to chase after Taggart, but Taggart's already disappeared into another alley and shit. So it's like, he's gotten away, sir! And there you go. And, yeah. Maybe that particular constable will see that you're bleeding, Ellie, and will help you up. You seem to be bleeding, miss. And then, he'll pull out a kerchief or something and then, try to help you with it. You will need some medical assistance.
Yeah.
Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
And then...
and I'm allowing myself to be helped getting out of this alley, not talking to Nate, not confronting him. Ellie is continuing her pattern of trying not to deal with it.
Okay.
Because that's so helpful
and
so productive.
As you pass him, he just growls, running again.
Not answering. That hit home, but not answering.
And, Lansing's, being helped by Short and, just, asking him, what he's doing there and all this other, confusing stuff, behind him. And they're both, looking at Mordecai's work. Trying to... will tentatively, start to take Nate into custody, I guess. They'll, mobilize.
I think Mordecai will go and see if Ellie's okay. Will he do that? Ellie has enough people around her to watch over her being shot, and he's as a scrub.
Actually,
exactly a doctor.
Nobody's around her. I mean, Inspector Short and Mr. Lansing are dealing with Nate right now.
Okay,
and
then I'll go
Ellie is
out
only
and
being
see.
helped by a constable, by a single constable right now.
Okay, then I'll go out and scare the constable away from Ellie.
Okay.
Of course you will.
All right. If you've got Ellie handled.
If you want to come there and scare the constable away from Ellie, then be my guest.
It's not gonna be scary. It's just gonna be like, I outrank you. Leave.
No, that's...
Does Felix know when the luck has been invoked?
Of course he does.
Probably snaps back, I'm sure. And everybody heard the shot. From outside. Everybody heard the shot, and all heads turned except for Isaac's, because he was, of course, sunk into Madame Beaumont's eyes.
So if Felix has got this.
Yeah, can we say that Felix steps out into the alley in a place that was he was not there previously?
Sure, it's okay. Time is weird here, so why not? Absolutely.
I think this is the perfect moment to activate the mannequins and do whatever shit the hostess is planning. So Mordecai is going to Mordecai is trying to figure out the magic of this place now, because seems boring now. Lansing hasn't even been shot. I mean, come on.
Amusing to do.
Mordecai is really disappointed by the outcome of this scene, I have to say.
Yeah, and then I think at this point, after the shot, everybody else is kind of distracted or whatever. I think Madame Beaumont will whisper to you, Isaac. It's like, now stay in the corner like a good little boy, and I will get the true festivities started. And I think this is where she will take leave of you, but she settles you into one of the dark corners of the ballroom, and she will clap her hands and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the back ballroom is now open for full display of my new designs. Please, come, see what I have created for the new season. And, yeah, I mean, like, people are starting to file away from all the nonsense that's happened outside.
I'm filing with them, seeing what nonsense is going on outside. Sorry, Isaac. As Mordecai will assume that you're doing whatever you're doing out of your own volition. I don't think he saw what happened, and
Probably not, because, I mean, your attention was all out the window, so... But at this point, like, maybe Felix, this is where you've moved to the doorway, and like, you're seeing that Ellie is being helped in by the single constable.
And Felix will look down, like, over his nose at this simple constable.
I wanting to see if there was a doctor in this.
I can take care of this woman. You can go and secure the perimeter.
Yes, I can secure the perimeter. Yes, sir. Yes,
You will inform Inspector Short of this.
I will. Yes, I will inform Inspector Short. Certainly, sir.
Wonderful.
And he scurries away. I don't know. That has like a puzzled look as he makes a few steps away, looks back, and goes, makes sense. And then like he'll go on and do his thing.
Who is that? Why was I obeying his orders? I'm
Exactly.
very confused now.
Exactly.
And Felix will bring you in.
Yeah, she's bleeding from on the side. Like you can see, like the blue is no longer just blue. It's like it's like deep dark red, like on one side.
And Felix will take off the silk cape and wrap it around. And as he does that, I don't need to do this, but I would like to. I would like to mark off of the collection. As I'm taking that cloak off, you see that beneath the pristine white costume, there's another toga that has these holes and blood stains beneath it in the layer that is closest to me. As we pan over to the masterwork and we see again Felix there, skin falling behind him in that second visage, and we see just this cloak, this toga that he had, just filled with stab wounds and blood stains, but his skin remains unmarred. As I add Julius Caesar's bloodstained toga to my inventory.
I was gonna say. Okay.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. Amazing. Jesus. What a collection, I'll tell you. Okay.
And yeah, he'll wrap you up.
Thank you.
I suppose I'm marching with the collection.
She had put you, Madame Beaumont had put you into one of the corners, like like one of the recesses that you, like, it's dark there, and maybe you could not be seen by most of the people there. I mean, if the others spot you, then they spot you, but I mean, if you're like sitting back there. Go ahead.
Okay, unless you have plans for her to take me somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Can I propose instead that I am now also one of the mannequins and doing all the same movements they are doing because I am pulled by the same silk?
Oh, love that. I love it. Yeah, sure. Yeah. We can have that be a thing for sure. In fact, maybe like, the recess that she puts you in is actually like kind of like one of those what the hell they call them? Swiveled corners. So
yes.
It actually will turn, like, at the right time, and like, it'll put you in a chair that puts you in that exact back ballroom, like where you join the mannequin display, but you're seated where all the other mannequins are are actually standing, and the throng is there, and they're like around the other mannequins, and they're admiring all the designs, and yeah, I mean, she's. Yeah, I think this is where she is basically, has given out drinks to everyone. And by this point, most people are three sheets to the wind anyway because the drinks have been flowing all night. Um, and, you know, people that are admiring the mannequins are starting to notice how lifelike they seem. They seem to be, rather human or what have you, but they seem to be very like stock still or what have you, and they're not moving. And some are starting to come by you and noticing that you're there. It's like, oh, this suit is impeccable, and like they're starting to like look at the workmanship and all this kind of stuff, and then also noticing that you look amazingly alive. Yeah.
Mordecai would like to grab the magic in this room right now and see what he can do with it.
Okay. So another rite of salt and smoke?
No, turn and turn again.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Remind me how that works again.
When I reach out and sense magical effects for sensitivity on the hit, you can grasp and twist it. Okay. And I can choose effects.
Great. All right, go ahead.
Let's see how that goes. And I do have a condition now, I think.
Yeah, so that'll put you at disadvantage, I believe.
Yeah, what was the condition? You were giving it to me when
got it. Sorry. Let's see. The condition for doing.
It was for the trap.
Yeah.
On that. On 8, not that.
Oh, I can't help this because it's spider silk. It's the almost Hearts of Wulin here. I'm going to call it entanglements.
Okay.
That's your condition.
Okay.
And this is very entangled right now. So yes, the condition will affect you here.
I will use one of my items then, of course, because I don't want to roll disadvantage. I think I will use my obsidian earrings that whisper to me.
Great.
And they will help me out here. I hope.
Maybe they help you unravel the entanglements. Okay.
Wow. Yep, they are helping. I got an 11.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, so I get to choose an effect without complication. What I can do is magic effects. Magic goes where I directed. Can twist the magical effect to something slightly different. It can delay the effect, or my meddling will not be noticed by the original caster. I can also pick up a complication and
do 2 effects.
And do 2 effects. Yes.
That's up to you.
I know. Let me look at the complications. Oh, I mean, I like to twist the magical effect to something slightly different.
Okay.
Because I imagine this is like I don't exactly know what the effect is. That's a little bit of the problem. But, there are all these magical strands, I imagine, like a spider web. Mm-hmm. And I like the idea of just messing up with it just a little bit so that whatever the effect is, it will not work as intended. Not quite. Just to twist those strands just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I know I don't have I like that my meddling will be noticed by the original caster, because why am I here? Come on.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do 2 effects. I like the complications.
So basically, Madame Beaumont can ask you a question that you must answer honestly. Is that what it is? Is that the? Oh no.
What the effect is just I twist the magical effect, but I haven't chosen that my meddling will be not noticed, so it will be noticed by the original caster.
Okay.
So she'll know that somebody's messing with her spell, and she probably knows who it is because I'm not that I'm not subtle.
Nope, nope, you aren't.
I mean, I'm quick to anger, but I'm not subtle. And that might interfere also with the bond that keeps Isaac where he is,
Yeah.
right?
In fact, I think
Yeah.
you know, as she's like, you know, thinking that she's got the upper hand, she starts to sniff the air as if she smells the smoke of your spell. Um and then she kind of like, you know, makes a face as she realizes her hold on her mannequins is starting to wear down, as they all like start to, you know, kind of shake themselves out of their stupor, including you, Isaac, and like, you know, start to move out of their places. And you know, they're wearing these perfectly beautiful outfits and are starting to shake themselves almost awake, like,
Yes, I will say to someone who's standing there, so lifelike.
uh, what happened?
They're moving.
Where am I? Oh, ah, this is lovely. Oh, hello.
I mean, like, and they just start noticing all these people like around them and like touching their clothes.
Excuse me. Oh,
Tad forward, madam.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Please step back. Um. And yeah, I mean, like, you know, people are just like kind of just a little shocked and like, you know, will step back away from the mannequins, which are actually people, and be.
I will watch Beaumont and see what she's doing.
She will just. Well, she made a face, obviously, because she smelled your spell, and she will just raise her glass in her hand at you, Mordecai.
Use the glass. I will take a glass from one of the servers and raise it back. I will not drink this stuff, but I will raise it back. Give her a
And then,
smile.
like, as everybody is like, you know, kind of like shuffling around in confusion, um, she will say with her ringing tones, it's like, well, you have appreciated the life that has been given to my designs, and life is what is brought to anything that I create. So please, still, enjoy yourselves. Look upon the new fashions of the season, and I will refresh our lovely models. And she will make a gesture and like have the servers like, you know, give the models like food and drink, essentially.
I think Mordecai will saunter over and compliment her on her designs. Very lovely.
Thank you. I can appreciate that you purchased some of my work earlier this week.
Yes, I have. For my friend.
I hope you both enjoyed their use.
I imagine he does, yes. He enjoys most things. I've also enjoyed this show.
It wasn't as amusing as I was hoping it would be, but hopefully it at least allowed people to see what is possible.
Yes. Well.
You may want to help your colleagues. I think they might be in more straits than just fashion faux pas.
Why would I? Well, why would I want to help my colleagues when I'm having a conversation with such an interesting and enticing person as herself?
I imagine that you enjoy things that are not quite of this world, Mr.
Ah,
Lawrence?
you have me there. I do.
In which case, may I suggest that you look more into works of other worlds, other peoples? You may find them fascinating and more edifying to add to your knowledge and skills. There is not just earthly magic, you know.
This is not earthly magic, what I was using. As you all
Maybe
know.
so, maybe no. How can you tell? Enjoy the party, Mr. Lawrence.
Thank you, Miss Beaumont. I thoroughly will. I have so far. I hope you enjoy your own party as well. It's quite a success. Will be the talk of the season.
I will. Thank you. And she will walk over to Isaac and say, as people will kind of part in her wake, Mr. Wright, I hope you are enjoying the suit.
Of course, madam.
Am I given to understand that perhaps you are not quite the person that initially tried on the suit earlier? You smell different.
I'm afraid I don't quite catch your meaning. I couldn't exactly attend a party unperfumed.
There are scents of scents underneath, and my assistants can tell the difference.
Are spiders known for their sense of smell? This all seems rather preposterous, miss.
Maybe we have sensitivities that you are unaware of for our particular peoples. Who's to say?
Well, perhaps we can explore your sensitivities at another juncture.
Please.
I must find those. I must finally rejoin with my colleagues and take stock of the evening.
Enjoy the rest of the party. I hope you have not found it wanting.
Rest assured.
And, as we fade out of that, I think this is a good time, as said, to take a break. There's a lot that got messed up in this first part of the session. So let's go ahead and take 10 minutes and final unseen. Kamal pauses in the doorway as he sees two young scholars meeting beneath the statue of Ganymede, one of them nervously clutching a pamphlet of Uranian poetry. As he watches, how do they awkwardly, wordlessly negotiate their assignation?
What does assignation mean in this prompt?
Clandestine meeting.
Ah,
Implication that it's a romantic,
okay, that's what I
secret romantic
thought,
meeting.
but I wanted to be sure. I think it's all in the outfits. I think we notice sort of in sequence that each of them has a pocket square out of order and a pin on only one lapel and at a certain place. And a cravat with a certain knot around their neck and a certain ring on their finger that they do very tenderly exchange. And there's something in that.
And then we return back to the Masquerade, where amazingly enough, time has shifted strangely. And I think after all the nonsense with stuff outside and then looking at the fashions in the back ballroom and then returning, or people coming back to the entertainments outward, whether it be the gambling den or the dancing, perhaps there is still some mingling or some talk outside. Is there anything that anyone wants to do to wrap up the night?
I think Mordecai would want to see what his student is doing, not to intrude precisely, but just to see that she's all right, and the other one too.
Yes, I think, I think Nora has kind of come out of one of the balcony spaces from behind one of the trees, and she's not alone.
I didn't think she would be.
She has a small blush to her face as she's kind of followed by Maglasang a few moments later. But she runs into you, Mordecai, and she says,
"Oh, Mr. Lawrence, I do apologize. I was...
For what?
I was meeting Maglasang.
So I assumed, yes. Why do you apologize for that?
I was not available if you needed my help.
Miss Nora, I'm quite capable of doing things on my own, as you well know. And this is not the time or place to have a discussion about Magazine. We will talk about this when we are home. I will have to introduce you to someone else. Not in that respect, though. I might have taken on another student.
Oh, of course. Of course. As is your privilege, sir.
I know. I'm aware. I just wanted to inform you.
Thank you. Thank you.
and she just looks like she doesn't know how to respond otherwise, and she will continue to, I guess, just make her rounds around the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just want, Mordecai just wanted to see if Miss Pemberton-Potts had eaten her or anything like that. Oh, and what is Miss Pemberton-Potts doing, by the way, when we're talking about her? I think Mordecai just wants to see what she's up to.
She is actually settled into one of the couched corners, and she sort of has like she's holding her own little court there, actually. Amazingly enough, she has Laurel and Dr. Holzer kind of like on either side, like in their pirate costumes. Laurel is surreptitiously taking notes as needed, but she has a few people that seem to be listening to her talk. Some people that seem to know her, and Felix, if you kind of like glide by, I think you'll recognize one of the people that's there. It is the Lady Winifred Wheatley, or Waitley, Grainsworth, and she is dressed in a she's dressed in a military outfit.
As we would expect.
Yes.
I'll I'll keep an eye on the fact that Mrs. Pemberton-Potts seems to be rather cozy with one of my more high-profile followers. But I have another appointment to get to after settling Ellie somewhere where she's not going to bleed out. I would like to go speak to the person that's in custody.
I think, as everything's been going on and all that kind of stuff, Lansing and Short have been, taking Nate into custody the best that they can. And there's been a discussion, I think as you rock up, I mean, like they finally secured him in some way, like they found some rope or they have handcuffs of some sort, and they're bundling him into a police carriage. The beefier constable is holding on to one end, and Lansing has insisted that he will hold on to the other and help Short bring this perp basically back to their essentially their jail.
He doesn't seem like super physically imposing, but they need like 3 people, it sounds like, to hold him down.
And if you rock up and ask that, I mean, like, he, Lansing will turn to you and say, Mr. Ocasio, he doesn't look strong enough, but he was, I had to literally bear hug him to just try and get him to calm down. He wasn't going to be held down by a single constable on his own.
Interesting.
And Inspector Short wasn't going to be able to do it either.
No, not in his current condition.
No, I don't know what happened to him, but yes, he needs my help, and I was going to help bring him back to the station.
Ah, a speared corpse. Your fealty to that organization that you are not a part of. You can't keep on walking in between these two worlds. But enough of that. How to approach this? I'm not exactly interested in riding in the back of a constable wagon, whatever this is, entrapped with this person that you're obviously having trouble controlling.
We have him secured.
You have him secured. So if I were to speak with him, you would need to be present.
Yes.
You who are currently residing with a Mrs. Pemberton-Potts.
And?
Do you understand why I might be curious about your loyalties, given your residence, the fact that a colleague of mine was injured saving you? And also, apparently, assisting in police matters without any actual authority? You're a very confusing man, Lansing, when it comes to loyalties.
Why am I under investigation? Why am I under interrogation right now, Mr.
I'm
Ocasio?
asking questions, Lansing. If you're too bothered, then I'll go elsewhere. I have to follow up with Inspector Short as is. I'll just leave you to deal with that. And Felix will turn away. Oh, but if you did want to check, Ellie is by the staircase, and it seems like the party is winding down in case a conversation were to be had without prying ears. And Felix will glide away to go and talk with Short.
Lansing will set his jaw and look after you like. But you go over to Constable Short. I mean, Inspector Short, and he's looking after the constable who's securing Nate in the vehicle, and they've got him not only handcuffed but also bound with heavy rope, and The constable is speaking from the cab and saying he's got a feisty one there, sir.
Was it just him? Short?
What do you mean?
There's someone who shot a member of Hargrave House in an alleyway, and he didn't run?
It seems that something held him to the spot, sir.
And his firearm?
Secured. I have it here.
May I see it?
Certainly. And then he brings it out in a handkerchief, and it's it's an American pistol, American make.
Felix will pick it up in the handkerchief.
I mean, Ellie could probably identify it further, It's maybe some like a piece that she recognizes.
Thank you, Short. Felix will take the gun.
I need that, sir. As evidence of what he'd done, and I will need to question your colleague.
Felix will just give him a look. Who's going to hold you accountable, Short?
I see, sir. Lady Whately Greenworth will expect a report in the morning.
Should you wish, you may have her speak to me directly.
Understood, sir.
Felix will lift up his chin. Lansing was saved today because of Ellie's work. You should thank her.
I will.
And Felix will leave. Short will take care of the rest of this cleanup.
Yeah.
And I have questions for Ellie.
Yeah, he's very resentful. Let's put it that way. And yeah, I think Lansing's already beat you to it. He's heading over to Ellie. He has his hat in hand, and we'll come up to you, Ellie. We've secured the suspect. Constable Turnbull was not able to catch up to the other person that he was with. Are you going to tell me why?
I owe you that much, certainly. I will say, first off, that I had no idea he'd be so hair trigger violent. He didn't used to be. Nate is somebody I knew after I left home. He and his wife, Cora, were part of the traveling medicine show that I was part of for a while. And we were very close. All three of us. And because of my curse, I killed her. He has every reason to hate me.
Enough to want to kill you.
Yes. But I'm astounded that he would be so ready to shoot someone that I don't think he could possibly know was connected to me.
Do you know what he said to me as we corralled him? He said, "I smell her on you." Is he like you?
He wasn't, last I knew, but I think he may be now.
That's why Constable Inspector Short's here. Somehow he found out. And he was sent.
Yeah, that's awfully convenient. I don't know why. How he knew.
They're bringing him in. And Inspector Short's going to want to take a statement from you, Ellie.
Yeah, I suppose he will.
And he's going to take a statement from me, as I'm the one he's tried to shoot.
Yeah. I don't even know what could be said. I mean, what I'm willing for even Felix's pet officers to know. If Nate is cursed like me, and I think he must be, he's very, very dangerous indeed. And
Do you care for him still?
not in the way that I did, but until tonight, the wrong between us was entirely on me. The fact that he tried to kill you. I can't overlook that. Even for the sake of what was.
And now again, I'm in danger too. He looks like he wants to say something more to you, but he doesn't know what to say. But he's going to
Welcome to the club.
He's going to take your hand and he's going to say, "Your colleague, Felix, challenged my loyalty."
Not surprised.
My loyalty is to the truth. And to you. I don't know if you can believe that it's possible. But it is.
Squeezing his hand.
And as I told you, I am not at Mrs. Pemberton-Potts to to serve her necessarily. It is to find out more of what she is doing.
That's...
Trust in that, Ellie.
I do. I do trust you.
And he'll take a look and he'll see that Felix is coming up, and he'll give you a quick kiss on the hand, and then he'll leave. But as he passes Felix, he'll give you a look, Felix, like an up and down look of... And then he'll head over to help Inspector Short. And they'll take Nate away. They'll take Nate back to the station.
Yeah. Where's Isaac?
That's a good question.
Isaac and Mordecai.
I would say
Yeah.
that Felix is looking to get everyone together so we could leave.
Did we all take off our masks at midnight? Did that happen?
I mean, I think this is happening just before midnight, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Oh no, I will stay. I want to see everybody take off their masks.
Mhm.
You never know what kind of surprise might await you there.
Mhm.
Unless, of course, Ellie, you need our attendants to get home with your wound.
I
As
think
long as no one tries to make me get up and dance, I'll sit here on this couch for now.
Well, I
think-
want to ask you to.
sorry.
Yeah.
I think we see Isaac. Isaac will just like if y'all are in a group, Isaac
Mhm.
will just sort of stumble over to the group wearing a completely
Mhm.
different suit.
Than the one you showed up at the party with.
Yes.
Oh my.
Mhm.
Ah. There you are.
Missing out on all the fun, it seems, Isaac.
Oh, I had a costume. It was rather taken advantage of.
Ah,
It
one of
was
those.
It was rather fancy, though.
Thank you. I'm glad
It's-
someone got to appreciate it. Not
It suited
exactly to
you
my
very well.
tastes, but exquisitely made.
Indeed.
Hmm. So, now that we're all here, I guess, does it begin totally midnight? And
Yeah. I mean, like, are you guys inside or outside?
I'm inside by
Ellie's
Ellie.
inside, so we're inside. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the final part of the show is that the unmasking. I mean, like the hidden orchestra or whatever will go into that some kind of like theme, and like like do a kind of like a ta-da kind of thing, and then people will get to unmask as the tolling of the chimes will ring in midnight and such, and people will unmask, and you know, things of interest. I think, yeah, I mean, like, people will just kind of like, celebrate maybe with like a little bit of surprise or what have you. Maybe like in like one corner, it's like, you see Mrs. Pemberton-Potts in the middle of her court, like, she's unmasked or whatever, and like, everybody else is like, like hurrah and whatever. But actually,
You.
It's her. No.
Oh wow.
it's her. But actually, what's interesting is you don't see, if the camera's looking, it's like we don't see Laurel and Dr. Holzer near her.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then Nora and Maglasang, of course, have found another shadowy corner, and are enjoying their like midnight kiss and everything. So yay!
Mhm.
At the unmasking, and yeah. So
Felix will take off his mask next to Ellie.
Mhm.
Taking off mine.
Are you familiar with Athena Nike, Ellie?
Thinking in Nike is victory, yes?
It is
Wisdom
wisdom and victory in warfare. Do you feel like you won tonight, Ellie?
No. I won in one respect. I saved Lansing's life, and I think I owe you that.
Yes.
But
it was a choice you made. And you were able to confirm things regarding your associate?
yeah. I think so.
Well, debts can be settled once we're not in the lion's den.
Yes.
And Felix will heave himself up with his spear and extend a hand.
Accepting the hand and getting up very stiffly at this point. So are we ready to head back to Hargrave House?
I certainly am. I have drunk my fill of food and entertainment. And he throws a little sidelong glance towards you.
Stand. Mordecai has taken off his mask as well. You can see the skull face thingy that he's painted on him. I feel that there still might be some use for me.
So Mordecai's gonna stay.
Yes. Did you want me to go with you to Hargrave House, Felix?
I'm not your father. If you want to stay out late, by all means. But are you sure that Nora will be able to take care of herself? And Felix will look out and probably spy that she's with Maglasang.
Nora is a grown-up person. And she's still here. So is my other student, so I will stay.
Another student?
Indeed, you will meet him quite really soon. You will meet him quite soon. And you will probably try to mess him up, Felix. But he has been messed up quite a bit for now.
Ah, that student.
Indeed.
No such thing as the one that got away, I suppose.
No, I guess not. Did you enjoy this party, Felix? Did you get out of it what you were looking for?
I think Felix will cast a look towards Lady Beaumont, who is giving her farewell address after the unveiling. And there's a little bit of sad wistfulness. Yes. I've drank a fill of entertainments and revelations.
Very good. We'll speak when I return. Also, we have lost Ellie. I think she need to take her back to the house. She has fainted from blood loss, apparently.
Felix will kind of take on the weight. Yes, quite. And then, is Isaac going to stay at the Masquerade?
I've barely had any chance to party at all. You've made off with your killing. Let me take mine.
Well, I leave the gambling hall in your care. Pilfer whatever you'd like from that battlefield.
I don't need your blessing, but I do appreciate it, Felix.
And I think Felix and Ellie will take the carriage and leave.
That's fine. Let's see what happened. Oh no. Goodness gracious. Yeah, she's typing something now. Oh man. Hopefully coming back. So I think that yeah, we are going to close out of day. I mean, night phase. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I was going to go into dawn. Jesus. Um, hold on.
We can't go into dawn. This Mordecai staying is just like he wants to move around and scare people, basically.
Yeah, I mean, like Isaac
Like you
and
do.
yeah, Isaac and Mordecai can see into the dawn. But I mean, like if
Mm.
Isaac steals stuff, I mean, like he has to get back to the house. Otherwise, it goes into the compact when Acheron comes out. I'm sure. Oh no, internet. Ugh. Oh, internet. All right, so let's go into dawn, and then we'll catch up with Ellie when Kathleen comes back. So we will start with Felix instead. Okay, and go back. All right. So, did hunters answer a question?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Yes?
we did.
Yeah.
Oh yes, since
Yes.
last dawn. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
James
Yeah.
Allardyce.
Yes, it wasn't a simple question, but we
Yeah, a
answered.
simple question. Yeah, like it just has to be a question. That's all it is. Answered a question? Yes. Resolve a threat? No.
No.
Did you experience an echo in the night?
Yes. In the description of A Night at the Museum, they were talking about various victors and vanquished bending the knee, talking about Roman decadence, and then we panned over to Felix living that high Fulton life in his gambling den.
Got it. Okay. Did you appear in London society wearing risque or avant-garde fashion?
Do you want the sailor suit or do you want me
Oh,
dressing
the
like
sailor
Athena?
suit, man. Sailor suit. Jeez.
That is just free experience on the table for
Holy
me.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. Did you secretly show a vulnerable side to someone?
Yeah, I think so. I think Felix was a little vulnerable either to the mastermind or not to the mastermind, to Beaumont.
Yeah.
And also to like Ellie, just like when we had that conversation where golden opportunity was exchanged.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, take those points, add them to your advancement track, clear your dawn questions, and then change your elective dawn questions if you so choose. Mordecai, you answered a question, did not resolve a threat.
Yes.
Did you experience an echo in the night?
I think I marked it, so I must have. It was last time. Okay.
I know. You did a lot last time.
It was
Did a
so
lot
much
this time too. Goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Did you make love to a human
No,
in order to forget the dark?
I will never. Do
I
that.
gave you a freaking human last time.
Yes.
I gave you
Yes.
a freaking human.
Yes, and I did not do it. I don't know if that counts as intimate though. What I talked about with Serapio, because I mean I apologized, which is basically
Yeah,
unusual.
actually, in both instances, you didn't quite forget the darkness. You were actually leaning in. So-
Yeah, forgetting the darkness, that's probably the thing that Mordecai will never do.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's kind of a rough thing to try and do. Yeah.
I mean, he likes the darkness. Why would he want to forget that?
Yeah, that may be a question that you just kind of keep out of your elective dawn question rotation.
Maybe
because
I should.
it's
Yeah,
just
I was trying to get it, but I
if
don't
you're
think-
not gonna forget the darkness,
No,
then that
no.
part of the question is
Yeah.
already out of the door. So you might as well
That's
just not
true.
use it. So
That's true. I won't use it again.
yeah.
So, but I did counsel someone
Yes.
using my supernatural affinities. I spoke with both Wright brothers about
Great. Yeah.
a lot of things.
Okay. Go
So
ahead and
3
take your
heals.
points, add them to your advancement track,
Yep.
clear your dawn questions, and change your elective dawn questions if you so choose.
Yeah.
My eclipse. Let's take a little look-see here. So across both, like the whole cycle, right? So from day through this dawn. Did you answer a question? Yes. Did you resolve a threat? No. Did you experience an echo in the night? I mean, like from what you heard and from, from anything that was listed there in the unseens. Call upon any sensory details or what have you. For Isaac or Acheron. Actually, Isaac, since it's like echo in the
all
night.
right. I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. Do we count the Hank? I think I did enough with the. I should have. Yeah, I could have done this much smarter, but I don't know. I called out
You
I
did.
called out men wearing strange suits.
Yeah, you would actually did. So
I
would
think
say
that
you did. You
counts.
did. Okay, so you would mark off like answer to
Yeah.
question, echo in the night. Yep. Did you leave a problem for your other half to
Oh
tackle?
fuck yeah.
Yes. Did you do something kind for your other half?
No.
It's just matter of fact tone to that. Like, no.
I
Well, another elected dawn question. You're kind of like, are you ever gonna? And if you're not, then you might as well take that out of your rotation. I'm just saying. God.
Yeah, no, you're fair.
Add those points to your advancement
The
track.
rest are just not interested. Not interesting to me.
Okay, all right. Well, just try. See what you can try.
Oh wait, never mind.
Okay,
Differing opinions, a thing that I do constantly.
there you go. So there you go. So now you know. So and then like add your points to your advancement track. Da da da.
That's 3 points, 4
Yep.
points.
Yeah. Okay, and then clear. And I'll change your elective dawn questions, which you just did. Okay. Let's go over your just since we're in here right now. Let's just go over really quickly your move, right? So Equinox. When
I
you
have
whenever
2.
you clear any conditions as a result of the vulnerable move, you may gain a ritual clue that will help you undo the magic. And write it below. So you've done like 3 vulnerable moves so
Have
far.
yes, but I've only cleared 1 condition because I've only had 1 condition.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so a ritual clue. So
I think I gave one. I think with like from context we know that it is Acheron's body.
okay.
Right.
All right.
Wait. I forget which actual that was Isaac talking to Mordecai.
Okay. All right. So basically, you would just start listing the clues in that particular move. So go ahead and whatever you think the ritual clue is, to start answering towards the question, how can we see each other again, which is a complexity 8. Okay. And the opportunity you're trying to do there is perform a ritual to break the curse.
Of
All right.
course.
So, all right. So we got that covered, and then when Kathleen comes back, hopefully, we'll do her dawn stuff. Let's see. Dawn, answer dawn questions. Yep. Like to dawn questions, playbook or custom. Yep. Fleeting touch. So what?
My custom move.
Ah, okay.
It's done. Somebody used the condition.
Okay, so what does that mean for them? I'm just curious since we still don't have Kathleen back.
So
Oh no.
I need to rephrase it. So if the condition remains, it clears automatically.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
If the condition was used, I have to scar my reflection, and then they feel fortune begin to slip away, and they need to choose one of the following. They make a sacrifice of personal wealth and gratitude, giving me something from their personal or for my personal quarters, either from their thing or just something they make. They become obsessed with pursuing greater fortune, becoming a worshiper. Or they suffer a balancing of the scales and take the permanent condition hounded by misfortune.
Oh,
and
crap.
If each of these consequences can only be chosen once, if they have no more options left, they destroy themselves, triggering Take It Away if I have that move.
God dang.
Wow. So I don't think she's going to become a worshiper. I don't
You
think
don't
she
know.
wants to take a permanent condition.
You don't know. I mean, we don't
you're
know.
right.
She's not here. She passed out in the carriage. That's all we know.
All right, then we can resolve it when we're able to.
Exactly. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh boy. Okay, so let's get to. Holy crap! Amazing. I'm sorry. I love this so much.
I love protection racket the move.
Nobody's
It's great.
Everybody did their masks. It's beautiful. All right, so we're good. I mean, nobody took a mask to bump anything up. So
I think we still need to sort the clues that we
yes,
got from
yes.
Mordecai
So
and the Wright brothers.
where they
photo
go and like,
moves.
because we're gonna go over that now, actually, like while we're waiting for Kathleen to come back.
Yeah.
So let's go over what we've got so far. We have literally four four threats on the board. I'm tickled. I'm so sorry. So anyway, we've got, what is it? Four clues that need to be, or no, 3 clues that need to be assigned. I don't know. We'll get to it. So anyway, Spider Silk Seamstress, right now, you have the choice of picking between 3 different ways to resolve the threat. Okay, a complexity 4 is just how is the creature ensnaring her victims, right? So a hunter is going to be lured by the seamstress as bait and then capturing or destroying her. That's the easiest one, but the most dangerous at complexity 4. The creature's true name is a complexity 6. You resolve the threat by learning the creature's true name, gaining power over her, and dismantling the binding rituals which sustain her in the human realm. And the most complex at complexity 8 is, what does the creature truly want? You resolve the threat that way by striking a bargain with the creature in accordance with ancient Fey customs. Ask the hunters what it is, or choose from a following list. And as long as you keep the bargain, things go along as usual. Okay? So, that's 4, 6, or 8, and you currently have 10 clues on the board to explain this threat. Okay?
Pretty sure we were aiming for 8.
That's what I think too. Meantimes in Greenwich. All right. You answered the optional question, which is like, which James Allardyce is the present one, which is the one found on the boat, the adult one. Now you have to figure out how you want to resolve the threat itself. The complexity 4 option is, what did the voyage of the HMS Whippet discover, and what went wrong on the voyage? That's a complexity 4 to resolve the threat, to destroy the source of the anomaly and break the strange temporal effects. Or the complexity 6 is to discover what Dr. Fisher learned from the material discovered by the HMS Whippet, and what power does it hold. The resolution is basically containing the temporal anomaly so the material can be removed safely for storage or research. And a hunter may actually take the source of the anomaly as a reward if you do complexity 6. Okay, so you currently have 4 clues available to explain whichever one you want. Okay. Order of Azure Eyes. You said that you believe the order is not real, so you resolve the threat by trying to figure out what Dr. Clauser is up to. Complexity 4, you resolve the threat by confronting Dr. Clauser and satisfying yourself that he means no harm to London, or failing that, by putting a stop to his plans. You currently have 1 clue to explain so far. Better gets to working, figuring out what you want to do for that. And Pinkerton. Let's see. So, I had not put it in because we weren't quite official about it, but I think we're pretty official now. God dang. So, let me put the official question in here. And of course, it's like, Ellie herself is not in here, but she knows Taggart himself as a strikebreaker. So that's one of his many unsavory schemes. But the question that you have to answer right now is, what unsavory scheme is he pursuing while he's in London?
Oh, so it's not just the bounty thing. Like,
no, it's
he has
not
a
just the
side
bounty
hustle.
thing. There's something else that he's in here for. And you resolve the threat by, come on, confronting Taggart with his shady dealings and convincing him to leave London any way you want. Now that's a complexity 4. So that is the Pinkerton. You've got lots of work to do, but you have some clues that are still hanging out there that you guys got to just put a TBD on it and put it to something. So
Yeah.
make your choices, and figure out what you want to say. I don't care what the clue is necessarily, but I do care about making sure that we have assigned which threats you want to put them to. So several vulnerable clues have gone unclaimed right now, so wherever the hell you guys want to put them.
I would like to put at least one into the Azure Eyes.
Okay.
That's okay with you, Chris?
Sure.
Put the Acheron Mordecai one TBD
Yeah.
into Order of Azure Eyes, so that way
Yes.
you have that one earmarked.
No?
And then there's also an Isaac Mordecai one as well that needs to be earmarked for something, wherever you want to apply that.
Do you have a preference, Chris?
Let me look at my threads. See if we need. Let's put it in Greenwich.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Mads, do you have the blurb for Pinkerton?
Should be in there already.
It seems like it was cut off at the beginning.
Let's see. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and put that in there. Sorry about that. Don't know why it got cut off. Pinkerton. Try again later. Okay, go. Hopefully this transfers over, because it's like I'm now using the new updated sheet. We'll see. Let's be fun. Yep. Okay. Said he would. Okay. Let's see. Did that work?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Okay, cool. And I'll reformat it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a lot of weird breaks and stuff. So yeah. Alrighty. Cool. So everybody should be set for at least what what is on the board. So much stuff on the board. So you have a new day phase. I'm so sorry. I'm like clearing my throat. A new day phase to try to figure out what you want to do. We have 15 minutes. I don't know whether we're going to get Kathleen back in the next half hour, but you know, whatever you guys want to try to work on. Or want to earmark, excuse me, for this new day phase.
I would love to continue investigating the Pinkerton, but mean times is getting real mean, and
it's very mean.
It needs to be resolved ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and again, you have the choice between the 4 or the 6 complexity to try to figure it out.
Well, we have 3. We have 4.
4.
We have 4, so getting at least 2 more would get me
actually,
comfortable.
didn't
we
you
have
say
5 because we
have
just
5
put
because,
a TBD in.
Yeah, we have to put one of your TBDs in there.
So getting like 1 or 2 more clues would make me feel more comfortable with that complexity
Cushion.
6.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice cushion.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think
the funny thing is, it's like, you know, it doesn't matter how many clues you actually have. The question is, does your answer have like a working theory that will go with all the clues that you're planning on using? That's the thing.
Oh.
So
yeah, but we can make that work. We've always managed to do that. So I think we want to have enough clues to roll with
Cushion.
+1 or at least. You know?
Yeah, we're at +1 right now. So I mean, if
we are for the 4.
For the
4, right?
Yeah, if you want to do that particular resolution for mean times at least.
Yeah.
So.
Which phase do we answer questions?
Dusk.
We can't answer 2 at once, right?
It only says answer a question.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I think we should also take care of the spider seamstress because we have lots of clues for her. Do we want to continue that one thing because it's fun?
Yeah, we could.
I'm going to say that if you're going to like let certain things linger, like whatever you let linger is going to get more dangerous come night phase. That's all I'm going to tell you.
I mean, I like the mean times excuse for the time shenanigans was missing.
Time shenanigans.
You want to keep mean times in play?
don't mind it.
Sort of helps only because it's like, I keep on having people being out for
Mhm.
for various reasons, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like go forward, like, scuttle back, go forward, scuttle a little bit
Mhm.
back. I mean,
Then-
it sort
we
of works.
can just do that without.
Yeah.
I
We
know.
don't
I
we
mean,
can. We
hey, I
can.
do that anyway. I understand
Yeah.
this, but it makes it a lot easier for me to hand wave a lot of time shenanigans when meantime's in play.
Then if that's the case, I'm gonna investigate the Pinkerton. Like
Okay.
the narrative is pulling me in that direction.
Okay, you investigate whatever the hell you want. Honestly, I mean, like, some people have like some certain threats that just draw them in. It doesn't have to be the one associated with you. Be glad I'm not doing the one associated with you. You saw
There's one associated with you.
you saw you Mike saw it in the last series he was in.
Which one is that?
The Collector.
Oh, okay.
My threat is only if my ritual fails,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and one of us dies and the other becomes a threat.
It's just
oh no. So
no.
my threat is over. We've done mine.
He faced
thought
it
of
down, but that doesn't mean I can't complicate Mordecai's life.
I hope you will. I hope you will. I'm looking to complicate his life myself for a bit now because I still want to talk to the man in the sun mask about other worlds. And I mean, I have a thing now, a reason now, because the Spider Soul seamstress was talking about the whole thing. So Mordecai might be motivated now and say, okay, I think he will go and do this unless somebody comes up and says, we need you, come with us. And then he'll say, oh, well.
Well, I mean, it depends. Is Mordecai still being nice to people? In which case, if he's not, then he doesn't have to do shit.
People. It depends on the people, He has consigned himself to the fact that he is going to be nice to Ellie and maybe even to Felix and probably maybe to the Wrights. I'm not sure about those, but trying to pretend to be nice at least, unless he's got them figured out.
Oh my god!
But being nice to Ellie, that is not debatable. He'll be nice to Ellie. He will try to fuck Felix up unless somebody else tries to fuck Felix up, and then he'll be nice to Felix.
Then we tag team and like ruin their day and then go back to bickering.
It's amazing.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
That's how we roll. Yes. But I don't think he wants to go and fuck Felix up specifically right now. There's another person who he wants to fuck up, but
what I want to know though, and like this is out of character. This is just me being a nosy bitch. Just want to know, why do you want to help Ellie? She's going out with somebody that was your target at one point. What the?
I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of would feel bad to be not nice to her.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the reason. Yes. I like Ellie, not in a romantic way, but I like her as a friend. She's friend-shaped, okay?
She's friend. Stars.
Very wise.
She's friend-shaped.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Oh my god. Amazing. Okay. My god, if we had Cupid in this game. Right there. Okay, great. Okay. Anyway. God dang it. So Felix is going to research the Pinkerton, which could explain his absence.
And I wanted to meet Dr. Clauser. That was another thing I wanted to do. But let's see how much time I have.
Well, wait. So basically, you wanted to do the Man in the Sun mask first,
Yes.
or okay?
Yes, Man in the Sun mask first.
Okay, got it. And then, what does Acheron, as I'm imagining, in the stay phase? What does Acheron want to do now that his brother's back in the combat? And did he have time to write down some shenanigans?
I mean, we've got more than a few threads with more than a few personal connections.
Yes, we do. Boy, howdy.
Putting all these time shenanigans to bed.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an idea of what you want Acheron to do, like where he feels most invested, that would be my first suggestion. And then there could be
We
time for
really
one
don't need
vulnerable
to go
scene.
back to Spider Silk, but meantime, yeah, I could hit. I could go somewhere for meantimes. We all went to the Whippet together, didn't we? Maybe I'll go talk to Lieutenant James Allardyce.
The adult one.
Yes.
Okay. It's fine. He may still be recovering in the infirmary. Because they actually still don't know where to place him because, he wasn't on the crew manifest or whatever. So, Mystic Mordecai.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Gods. Well, it depends. I mean, like, Felix may or may not be around for that. Who knows? It depends on time shenanigans yet again. So, yeah. Okay, so who wants to have time for a vulnerable move? I don't care. We have time for one thing to do before we go into Stars and Wishes. Internet problems. Oh, goodness. But, yeah. Who wants and needs vulnerable moves? Do it now.
I need one, but I think Ellie so does Ellie.
Yeah, no, Ellie does. And it's like,
Maybe
oh, God.
maybe one with Isaac and Mordecai.
Again?
Again? Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
No more
I mean,
vulnerability.
no, it's fine, but it feels weird. I think
Acheron.
Mordecai.
Okay.
I would.
Acheron is not the one with the condition, so
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
that's
free to
true.
go.
I mean, like I said, the one who's setting it up, whose vice it is, gets to freely talk about their past, yada yada. I mean, like, does Mordecai want to tell people about the possible new person in Hargrave
but
House?
I can do the vulnerable scene with Nora because I need to talk to her anyway.
Yes,
Mm.
and that you still will clear a condition, but you will be incurring a day move for that.
Okay, let's maybe we can try that out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nobody minds me doing that. Yes, okay. So yeah, I think Mordecai wanted to talk to. Where's the sun? Nora anyway.
Yes, I think. Yeah, I mean, are you rising early or late?
I'm not entirely sure how or when Mordecai actually sleeps because he always seems to be active all times of the day. So yeah.
Goodness. Okay. Well, I think basically, like, whenever you rise and then you see Nora, I mean, like, she's bustling around in the kitchen making tea and coffee for
That's
folks, and possibly, like, using the toasting fork to at least make something for folks. But you still see, like, the remnants of, like, maybe glitter on her face, as well as, like, some of the baby's breath, like, still kind of, like, in her hair from last night's festivities. She didn't quite have a chance to brush stuff completely out, what have you. But yeah, she's there in the kitchen.
Well, I think Mordecai has brought some concoction, some kind of tea blend that he uses for himself and nobody else. But if she has some hot water.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Lawrence.
Good morning.
Yes, here's the hot water.
Thank you.
Let me pour this over your tea strainer.
Yes. Yes, please take care not to breathe it in too deeply.
Oh, is this a special tisane?
Yes, it is. It helps me commune, for want of a better word, with the entities. You would not want to try and do that. Oh.
I had not asked before, sir, but if it is not too intrusive, may I ask,
Ask away.
did you Did you willingly have these entities?
Hardly. They were, well, this is a longer talk, but I feel, why not? Well, the person who fathered me was a very charismatic person. Imagine Felix just as a mortal, and quite mad though. He was a rational man, I've been told once, but then he discovered magic is real and he decided, yes, of course, if magic is real, humans can do anything. And he had a cult. My mother was part of the cult, and he had the brilliant idea to have his to use his unborn child to trap God. To have God come down to earth, trap him in an unborn child, and thus control God. You can see why I say he was mad.
How horrible.
Well, yes, quite. He opened the portal. He did not conjure God, as you might imagine, but he opened a portal to another dimension, place, world, whatever. And then he was stopped by the order of Saint Sylvester, who stopped his ambitions, who broke up the ritual, but something came through, and it went where it was supposed to, into the unborn child, which was me. And that's why I'm connected to them.
It sounds like you were quite lucky to survive such a
Oh,
thing.
I have no memory of this whatsoever.
Did your mother survive?
Yes, she survived. She was, she left, she lives in the Americas now. Married again, has children, seems to be quite happy, has probably forgotten all about the cult and me and everything, which is also the better.
She's forgotten about you?
Well, maybe not, I have no idea. She seems to have put the past behind her.
How do you feel about that, sir?
I'm feeling very, very good about that, actually, that she was able to leave Raphael's clutches. I saw her when I went there. She seems happy.
Do you write to her?
No, we have no contact. We have never had any contact.
Oh.
I did not know her growing up, Nora.
Oh, you were raised completely by
Yes.
Oh.
I was raised by Raphael and whoever he deemed worthy to raise his child. He thought the entities were angels. That was also quite mad.
I'm so sorry you had such a pressured childhood.
Nora, my childhood was completely fine. I knew nothing else. I imagine that you have had it worse than me, considering where we first met you.
Well, I believe that family isn't necessarily blood. It's the people that you find that care about you. I didn't know my parents, and the people at Little Blackbirds were enough for my family.
You used to go there, if you want to talk about this.
I do. I visit. They seem to be happy for me. And they seem to have a good living. Oh, Fitz. I don't know if you remember Fitz.
I do.
He was the one who made music. He found a patron. I believe he is playing in some of the finer houses. So
some are making their way. And, I think Lucy is starting to take over the little blackbirds.
Yes. Well, I'm glad that you do not resent your time there.
No, I learned a lot. And even when I
Yes, you
went,
did.
even when I went on the expedition, it was Mr. Lawrence,
Mhm.
that expedition.
Mm.
Did you say Sir Lord Brookmead? Did you mention something about a Sir Thomas?
Yes, I did. Was he part of that exhibition?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, he was. I'm sorry, they had me stay back at camp.
mhm.
I was writing up some of Lord Brookmead's notes. And they had gone out to explore down one pathway. Lord Brookmead and some of the others came back and did not return with Sir Thomas.
Oh. I was not aware of that.
They said it was an accident.
Such things happen.
Yes, but now it brings a thought. Maglasang was saying to me that sometimes accidents are not unintentional.
Well, that is also true. Not everything that is called an accident was truly coincidence or mere chance.
I know I've not been involved in your cases.
Mm.
Who else has died?
On this exhibition?
No. For the
Oh.
things that you've been investigating so far.
Has Maglasan been asking about this?
Yes.
I thought so. Nora, I wanted to talk to you about this. I know you care about him, but Miss Pemberton-Potts is not our friend. You know this.
Yes.
You share an interest with her in the gardens, and she might think that you would make a very fine warden for her. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
And sending out someone who would, for the want of a better word, woo you to her side.
You think he does not care for me except to
I
get
do not
information?
I do not know. I'm not someone who knows about the matters of the heart. I find myself oddly entangled in this house and this place and these people. So it is not inconceivable that he cares about you. But it's also not inconceivable that he is just using you. I want you to be careful. As I said, I don't know anything about the matters of the heart.
She's solemn, but the look in her eyes is almost of sympathy.
Which Mordecai does not understand.
Right. And she will reiterate, and she had told you this before, and she says, I'd like to think that my time at Little Blackbirds with the people that I was escorting and the people that were my colleagues in escorting, I know the difference between actual care and those that would use.
Then I'll leave it to you to make this decision. I wanted you to be aware of this.
I thank you. I appreciate your concern for me.
I am worried. Not for a specific reason, but I find myself worrying sometimes, which is not unusual, I think. I think it means that I have entangled myself with you in some way.
You say
And
it like it's a bad thing.
I don't
So-
know if it's a good thing.
Maybe you haven't had the opportunity to care for anyone until
Well,
now.
the last person I cared for was Raphael, and look how that went.
That's different.
Also,
That's
yes,
very
also,
different.
Nora, I am not fully human.
No. I guess from what you've told me, you're not. But that doesn't mean that you could not feel as we humans do.
Apparently not. I think I should roll the day move now.
Yep. Yeah,
What
so...
do I want to roll that with?
Well, I mean, this could be with presence because, you know, you're commiserating with her. This could also be composure because you're trying to keep it together because, like, you know, she's talking about emotions, which you're like, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I roll with composure. I think that's what I'm doing. Entanglements is probably not helping here, right? No.
So,
Do
disadvantage.
I want to use another one of my items? I thought I wouldn't, but I will use the branch cutting from Logbook Meets Corpse because that seems quite relevant to the situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll 2d6 plus 1, and there's a 6. Great. So no.
You went with the thing.
Yeah, well. No, see, emotional things. That's not. I'm not.
Wow.
Not gonna work. No.
Holy crap! Oh my God! What?
Yeah.
Oh God. Should have asked like what could go wrong if you fail.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
sorry.
day move. It's a day.
It
move,
is a day
so.
move. I forgot. Totally just whiffed on that. But anyway,
I think what I would have said is maybe that someone or something overheard or noticed this whole thing and can take that and to have an advantage over Mordecai.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the entities get jealous or something.
Ooh, is that what you want for the fail?
I don't know.
How, like, What is it? Okay, so if the entities get jealous,
Mhm,
which hey, what the
mhm,
hell, right? If the
mhm.
entities get jealous, what does it look like? Or what does it feel like for Mordecai?
Oh, I think Mordecai notices that they become more insistent, that he pays attention to them right now, that instant. And he will have to probably start, his skin would start glowing slightly, and he will get up and say, I have to go.
Miss
Thank
Lawrence, are
you.
you all right?
No, I have to go. And then he will rush out, and then she can see a bruise appear on his cheek, because these spirits, the entities, are not that happy that he told her everything, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And something will fall down in the kitchen probably, because some of the entities is like racing around, and Mordecai is just like trying to keep them in
Yeah,
before they do more damage.
I think maybe it's like it not only manifests as, within you, but also without you. So maybe like, it starts getting like very poltergeisty up in
Yeah.
this dig. So yeah, we'll leave it at that as your
Mm.
as like
Yeah.
all right. Stars and wishes. Unfortunately, it's like Kathleen's having internet problems. So
Oh
Hmm.
no.
I'll handle her Dawn stuff like offline and shit. But I mean, that sucks. At least it didn't happen in the middle of the masquerade. That's a good thing, but still, it sucks when can't complete the full session. But anyway, stars and wishes. God. Things you appreciate about the gameplay, roleplay each other, and wishes, obviously, what you'd like to see for next time or the future for your characters, because God knows there's a bunch of fun stuff coming up. And 4 threats, still, on the board.
4. Jesus Christ.
I don't remember this being so bad. I mean, even
I think we're doing so well. I think we're doing good with
I mean,
towards
we
the end
like,
proud of us.
We're
even towards
doing
the end of the
just
first season of Stars and Suns, I don't remember it being this. Like, are you kidding me?
we really just have not. We've now spent 2 nights, I think, not clearing a threat, and it has gotten out of hand.
It's really gets out of hand if
Yeah.
you don't catch
Yeah.
up.
I fully don't remember what the Order of Azure Eyes is even about.
There's like an occultist that's
Yeah.
like wiping people's minds, and was selling it as like, oh, the lady is going to like visit you and incite amnesia or something.
And relieve you of
He's-
your pain and regret and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. He's doing some suspect stuff, and
Heard
we're
it
gonna
all
just figure out
before.
if it's
All
pain,
right.
like if it's an actual problem.
Yeah. But you don't believe that it is. You don't believe it's real. So now you got to figure out what the hell is he doing. Yeah. So. So, yeah.
I can go first.
Yeah.
Please.
Star for Ellie just letting the fiction take hold. Like, she could have gone ahead and jumped in before the gunshot and interposed, but she actually let Ellie's hesitance come out in play and deal with the fallout and consequences. So I thought that was very cool of her. I'm looking forward, to resolve fleeting touch for the first time, and hopefully this means that I can use that move more often with people. It's not all that bad. You just have to give me a personal quarters item. It's cool.
The first time.
Yes. For Mordecai, I really liked just this session. Mordecai kind of skulked around and did some meddling of his own in the background. Like, I'm gonna mess with Nate. Nate's now in custody. I'm gonna mess with Lady Beaumont. Raise a toast. I thought that was really fun. And then getting like a bit more of a full picture for Mordecai's background, and Nora with this dawning horror of like, oh, you've led a terrible life, and Mordecai's like, I was a baby. I wasn't around for this part. Like, I don't have a tragic backstory. My life was pretty okay. I really liked that. It's very in character for Mordecai. I have a wish, which is because you mentioned in the chat, Sabine, that you're sad that we didn't get to go and mess with the Azure Society as Mordecai and Felix.
Was
My
the
wish.
Blue Feather Society? I think you announced him to. It was the Seamstress Society.
Yes.
At least that's what I was told. I wasn't there.
There was.
Maybe we can retcon it. Probably not. No.
My wish is that there is some infiltration we have to do where we buddy cop our way through, where I'm being a big distraction and you get to be like, that's garbage, that's possibly magical. Like, that would be fun. And then the Wrights, it's good to have
I'm
you
here.
Your bit with the seamstresses and just oh, I have to pay? Well, and then you just turned the threat into offense. Like, the audacity was very you, and I like it. I want to see more of this. Look, we're getting by. We saw the relationship defined in the flashback, and I like seeing it more in like current play. So start to that, and then Mads.
Thank you.
That it's not a stinger because it happened at the beginning, but just that scene with Mrs. Pemberton-Potts just being the one who called the cops and trying to get them to arrest Ellie, and it was really good. I look forward to seeing more of Mrs. Pemberton-Potts meddling with my followers, and I want to meddle with her wards. Like Magla's saying, he's a solved problem. We've got that on lock. But more opportunities to like dangle that carrot with Dr. Holzer. Holzer, right, is the buff doctor guy.
Holzer is the buff doctor guy.
Get him on the hook a little bit. Maybe we can figure out what's going on with the assistant, and if she's gonna mess with my followers, I'm gonna mess with hers. That's all.
You can try. I can't wait to see what you try and do. I mean, you can't kill them until you resolve the threat. But I mean,
no.
Resolve the mastermind. But
no. They're much too valuable alive. But that's it for me.
Okay.
All right. I'm so sorry. I'm just sleepy. I don't really have stars. I forgot to write anything down. I cannot remember a single thing that happened this session in detail. But I love the vibe as always. Wish for... I tried to set it up. I haven't been able to use magic yet. And I really, really want to.
Okay. You have opportunities. Like, just tell me what you want to do and I'll try to help you set it up. It's fine.
Using magic is fun.
Yeah. So.
And I can give my stars, I guess. Yeah, all around. I love Felix messing with Lansing and his weird cult, police people cult thing. I really wonder where that's going, especially if Miss Pemberton-Potts is messing around with your friend. I forget her name, but you know who I mean. I also really liked the whole scene in the clothing shop with the whole, oh yes, well, paying, okay, we can take these, I guess, okay, fine. And then trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do with the threat, but it was gutsy. It didn't work out though. I'm
trying
sorry.
to kidnap her, basically.
Oh yeah, okay, that really didn't work out.
Yeah, oops.
Okay.
It's what I get.
Oh well.
Not much of a gambler, never needed to be. Take enough risks in my everyday life.
Yeah, apparently that, yeah. And then the whole scene with Nora, that was just so much fun. Thank you for that. And the stars for Ellie, of course, with the whole Nate situation, and especially the scene she had with Felix, where she explained who Nate was and why he was so adamant at killing her. And additional stars for the fact that Nate also is a werewolf or whatever thingy, right? That
Oh yeah.
that was like,
That
wow,
was so
okay,
cool.
that was nice. Okay, now we have to basically. He's not a. Is he part of the threat, or is he just like? Are you just messing with Ellie?
Oh, I'm messing with Ellie.
Okay, that's
So
fair.
meta level, it's like I'm messing with Ellie because she
Fair
brought
enough.
in Nate as part of
Yeah.
her deal. It's not part of Pinkerton at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Pinkerton
Okay.
comes as his own
Yeah.
package, but
Yeah.
this was just too perfect. I could not help myself.
Yeah.
I had to include
No.
this.
No, absolutely
But
not.
but Kathleen did not know that I was going to do what I did with Nate. So.
Yeah, and wishes wise, I mean, I would like to have Serapio come by at one point and get messed up by Felix, I guess. Yeah. I also want the Felix Mordecai buddy cop show. Although Mordecai still needs to have a word with Felix about his cop fetish. That's not healthy, buddy. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Fetish.
I mean, come on. He created an entire.
What a weird way to describe it.
Yeah, what a look. I just here to make problems. The police were already a problem, but I wasn't involved. Now that I'm involved and there's still a problem, I'm better with it.
Yeah, you made cops get in our way more.
Closer to the house instead of being further away from the house.
But now I know that why they're involved. Otherwise, it's just them doing stuff, and I like being involved, Mads.
I mean, this is I will. Oh my God, this is
I will still call it cop fetish because you are hanging out with cops.
Oh my God, this is the most cop involved like thing that I've ever had. Usually, it's just like Pettigrew comes on and then goes off again, or people like lead him off into like, what is it, red herring directions and shit.
We have a hunter who is like romantically involved with.
That's her fault.
An ex-cop.
That's her fault.
Yeah, that's her fault. Absolutely. I'm not, but for whatever reason, Mordecai's not blaming Ellie. He's blaming Felix. Also, Ellie didn't start a special unit of cops who are calling themselves the Argus.
She just lacked the opportunity. Anybody can do this stuff. You just have to ask.
He's not falling for your shit. Okay, so like, let me get into my stuff, all right? So Star with like, really twisting the knife for everybody, Felix. So that was beautiful. I mean, especially, I could not help myself. I could not stop laughing because I was just like, I'm trying to be Lansing and getting really offended and really getting pissed off, but I'm also myself being like, yes, thank you. Just do it. Just do the thing. Could not stop my face from cracking up. God, it was so beautiful. So star for that. Oh my God. And then Chris, it's like star for having Isaac going on with with the bad roll. So that was good. Having the 6 to be able to go along with the bullshit. Yeah, so that would have been interesting to continue onward if Mordecai had not changed the game with turn and turn again. So that would have been hilarious. But yeah, I mean, like, I really, if you want to do stuff, then let me know, and then I can try to help you line it up, and that's perfectly fine. Absolutely. Yeah, and just the whole, like, I'm gonna try to case the place, and I'm going to try to charm the threat and like try to keep her distracted so everybody else can do their own thing. Ooh, buddy. Oh man, that was great. I like the try though. I do appreciate it. And then Mordecai, I mean, just all over the place with this magic stuff, like flinging it back and forth. Look at you, so good until it wasn't. When you had like the most important part, when you had to get emotional, failed you. I love it. It actually makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Totally on brand. That's totally on brand.
He can do everything else, especially whipping out the magic, but once he starts like talking about feelings, nope. Love that. Absolutely adore it. And again, as you say, on brand. So I love the session. This, as usual, you guys hit it out of the park. Like definitely the whole Ellie thing. Oh my god. The fact that she used the golden opportunity. Can't wait to see the fallout on that. Oh my god. We'll see. We'll see if she takes more golden opportunities in the future because, I mean, I intend on making it real difficult, especially while Nate's alive. So, anyway, yeah. Wishes? There's going to be a lot of stuff that needs to be resolved. Not only the threats, but you guys have so many emotional things going on. What the hell? Ugh. Yeah. I mean, and yeah. Anyway, we'll get into it more in the offline. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. Thank you all for dealing with the bullshit and just having such a great episode and finish to this night phase. And happy gaming to you all for the next week or weeks, because I guess we're not seeing each other for the 4th since a couple of people are out. And so I guess we're going to see each other hopefully next time on the 11th, except for those that can't be here, blah, 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 blah.
No.
So, yeah, sucks. It is what it is.
I can't wait. Like, you won't be here, right?
Yeah, Mike won't be here for the 11th.
Felix is getting out of getting read the riot act again.
Yeah.
Well,
sorry.
we'll get there eventually.
We'll get there. Don't worry. I'll be back.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for running. This was an amazing Masquerade Ball.
Thank you all.
I loved all of it. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.